he cut this off. And we made this little plate.
Yeah, I was gonna take it apart and save it, but the end is molded on, so.
So this is what would get us up and down. But we're gonna have that plate and we're gonna put it on this. And that way we have this wire, we can push a button up or down instead of trying to use this thing all the time.
This has to connect to both. What about that little screwdriver?
What'd you do with it?
I think it was by the plate. So they're using this red as a common. End is blue and red, so that's up. So I gotta decide make this side up. It all in, we test it, should be up. You see that? That's it. Now, I gotta pull this out, and I need the hammer and one staple.
Okay, it's in. He's going up to...
You don't have to.
I don't really want it to. I don't like that.
Where that wire jumped.
It's not on there right.
Oh, it ain't never gonna wind perfectly. It just ain't. You can wind it perfectly, but once you go down, up and down once or twice, then it ain't wound perfectly no more. I know that's pain, but what the crap? Did I just break my button? That's my button. I'm ticked. We'll have to get a little bit of that tacky glue and glue that back.
Well, we're done with the elevator for the moment. Everything's working on it. It stops at the top, stops at the bottom. We got it all wired in. We just gotta get another wall wart for the battery. This one that we got on there will still charge the battery, but it won't let it go dead. But we need to get the right one. So
Yeah, we want 14 volts, and this one only goes to 12 and a quarter.
so
It'll keep it about 50%. We got to get the right one on it, and it's done other than cosmetics. Everything else.
yeah, cosmetically it's just gonna have to wait because we got other things to do. We gotta start doing the ceiling boards to get that up. Then we'll get the top blown in and get the floor put down. And then we'll have this up here spray foamed. That way we can, when we come to work, we'll have a place to start storing stuff that we're planning on keeping up here. And then while that's happening, he can start doing the railing. I don't know if you can hear me over this fan, but when we stopped on this, I thought we would just, because, well, we were going to something else, but because it was working with no problems. But he decided we were going to finish this out as much as possible. So we took the zip board and we did the same thing with it as we did on the walls over here. So now, and we got it painted. I'm sorry I didn't record a lot of it, but I've been having some physical problems, just wasn't able to. Don't really feel like it now, but I feel better. He went in and put these metal bracing things to go over this. We got 5 2x4s up there, and we've got this metal heavy-duty ring in there with a huge bolt going through it. So he decided that we were going to put these 4x8s here on the center of this so that we could take the pressure off.
That strapping goes all the way around the cage. 2 layers of it, but it wasn't as thick as what I wanted. And so instead of spending more money for that, I put these 2x8s in there. And I've got 3 lag bolts coming through the frame down into these, plus that strapping going around, and then I got 3 coming in the bottom. So that sort of makes this whole cage area like it's a solid piece to this. This is 8.8 hardened 3/4 inch bolt. Then the rest of it is your normal, rated at 10,000 pounds for the cable and stuff. Of course, we ain't never gonna have that kind of weight in it.
But we're gonna put the other 2x8 over here.
And get it lagged in.
That's what we're doing. we bought some of this. What's that board called?
I really don't know. It's about 3/16 of an inch thick. It's like a real thin pressed MDF.
So anyway, we got that one up. We got this one up. We got a little bit of paint on it. We had some scraps at home that we brought to put on the ceiling, and it wasn't big enough, so we put a piece of zip strap through there, and it will get painted, and it won't be a big deal. But anyway, we're trying to get this finished.
Yeah, make it look like an accent piece.
So when we get done with it, I'll show you the end results. I hate watching people paint, so I hate showing people paint.
I hate paint. Okay, so we finally finished with the elevator. I know it's been a lot of videos and it's been long, but I just wanted to show it to you. Once we got done, we framed it in, did the same thing as the rest of the walls, put the battens on it, got it all painted up, and then up top, hopefully with this light, you'll be able to see, we took those temporary rails we had down, and then we put actual rails up there. And when we get floored up top, we're going to have these same rails that will continue all the way down, all the way across the top of these walls for safety as we're up top and we're storing stuff. But like I said, I want you to be able to see that. There you go, you can see it a little better now. So we blacked out all the main bars and then stained the rails and got that stuff looking a lot better. And then as I get closer, you know, we've got all the trim on there, got it all dressed up, and then got our control switches in there for up and down. Now, these are normally open, momentarily closed when you touch and hold them. And the reason we went with this kind of switch is that way we can stop it anywhere we want, up or down through the travel. We could have made it where it was just like a flip toggle switch there. You flip it one way, you go all the way up, you're done. Flip it the other way, you come all the way down. The deal with that is you wouldn't be able to stop in the middle. And sometimes as we're loading or taking big stuff up or whatever, sometimes we lift this thing up off the floor to slide something out of a truck onto it, and you wouldn't be able to do that. So yes, we have to hold these buttons the whole time, but it will automatically stop when it gets to the top, and it automatically stops when it gets to the bottom. You can't overextend it or go further than what it's supposed to go. And that's the reason we went with these type of normally open buttons, so we could stop anywhere in the travel. And so if I can get this tripod, well, I'll just take this camera off. And you can see this is one of our limit switches. We just painted it and the wire's white. And this is what it looks like on the inside. We done got some dirt and stuff in it, but it's for working, so. And you'll see when the floor comes up and it gets level, it just shuts down on its own. So even if you're over here still mashing the up switch, it won't go anymore. And of course, we haven't got anything decked up here. We don't have our insulation in, but you can see up from this side, sort of what it looks like. And then, if it wasn't real clear in the video, this is the limit switch. And it's just the same wires that are in that button going to the solenoid, that when you come up here, that screw and that big metal lever that sticks out over the cage, as soon as that cage touches and lifts that piece of metal off that screw, you've got an open circuit. And so once that circuit breaks, there ain't nothing going to keep going. And in the event that, say, the solenoid itself messed up, the unit is fused. So once that thing sensed a real high load, the fuse should open and reset. And then this is just some of the normal stuff we showed as we were putting it together. But you can see from the outside, you couldn't see as we were building, we put these additional 2x8s in there. And we've got 2 bands of steel strapping now that go up. They go all the way over the cage. They're all screwed in. They go underneath it, so they go all the way around 360. Just sort of help lock it down, and then you can see that the cable wire on it, that it's locked down to keep it out of the way. But at least for now, this is all we're doing to it. So this job, as far as we're concerned, we're done. Well, I say we're done. Going down about halfway down, you can see this is the back side of that white wall we built. And then you can see our stained bottom of our rail. And this is not finished, so yeah, we will get up here one day, don't know when, we'll paint that, finish that up. But other than that, it is finished. And when you get to the bottom, you mash, nothing else. So anyway, that is the finished project.